y'all, Scott here, and I have insider info. Watch. On August 4th, 2018, I leave the shower running overnight. Fuck! Nintendo Directs are roughly 30-minute long pre-recorded presentations live-streamed every now and then that allow Nintendo to go in-depth on details about previously announced games or straight-up announce all kinds of things. Everything from a new Smash Bros. Game to hemorrhoids. Ever since their introduction in 2011, they've been some of the most anticipated events for Nintendo fans. It's always a treat to know when I'll be playing Disappointment this year. I remember when Directs started up. Back then, they were nothing special. You know how some companies are trying to do their own Nintendo Direct type thing, like Inside Xbox, and it's just terrible because they don't really announce anything at all? Yeah, Nintendo Directs were basically that when they first premiered. Life is fleeting. Back then, the pure speed of a Nintendo Direct was absolutely miserable. It was mostly the host, whether it be Reggie or Iwata, very slowly going over what the trailer you just saw was. The pacing did get much better, but this was definitely the growing pains era of Directs. Over time, they definitely beefed up in terms of presentation and notoriety as Nintendo started to jam bigger and bigger announcements in them. The best year for them, hands down, was 2013. There was like a new one every single month, each packed to the brim with new announcements. 2014 had a lot less of them, but they were still a good time. 2015 to 2016 were definitely the darkest years in terms of Directs. Sadly, Satoru Iwata passed away in July of 2015, and it definitely felt like Nintendo was trying to figure out what Nintendo Direct was without Iwata. We didn't get a whole lot of presentations during this time, and when we did, they usually came with the announcement that we should just all give up already. However, they've revved back up again with the launch of the Nintendo Switch in 2017, and they're back in action with a much slicker presentation, now hosted by Yoshiaki Koizumi. While they weren't originally huge events, the discussion surrounding recent and upcoming Nintendo Directs increases all the time. It's fun to be excited over these things, and then be devastated at how disappointing they turn out to be, and then be excited about the next one. I'm already disappointed. We've gotten a lot of good ones and some ones, but regardless, Directs have always had excitement built up over them. So much so that fans make it their goal to try and form their own dream Nintendo Direct in a Word document, and then proceed to put it online, claiming to work at Nintendo. Yes, the coveted Nintendo Direct rumors and fake leaks, mostly originating from our favorite after-school website, 4chan. We ain't looking at the for realsies leaks, you know, the things that were posted online that eventually did happen. No thank you, we're looking at the rumors people posted that had no business being real. Now, of course, a while back, I took a look at some rumors and leaks surrounding E3, the Nintendo Switch, and Smash Bros. Consider this to be the reckoning of that very moment, because Nintendo Direct rumors can encompass all three of these things. These are leaks that deserve to be critiqued. Hello everybody and welcome to Critique That Leak, the only show that encourages you to rev up those Microsoft Word documents because these leaks can be done by anybody. Now even you can become famous for not working at Nintendo. Over the past few years, there have been more and more made-up rumors on the made-up contents of made-up Nintendo Directs that never happened, so let's take a look at them and see if they deserve to be taken seriously, or just kidding, let's see how embarrassing these things can possibly be for the lying garbage men who posted them. There are two types of fake leaks surrounding Nintendo Directs. We have the actually extremely well done ones that feature high quality renders and or animation, and then the rest of them. Today on Critique That Leak, we'll be look taken at the 99%. Many were vocally shrieking about the supposed leaked Direct lineup for July 22nd, 2018 simply because two of the things listed were officially announced. Funko announced they'd be making Pokemon figures, and Nintendo announced Mario Kart 8 Deluxe would continue to receive updates. This leak details that Nintendo would announce a new partnership with the Abstinence Factory and squared out a new DLC pack for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We'd also get a new Super Mario Bros. Game for Switch entitled New Super Mario Bros. World, which I keep trying to tell myself is a bad title. So many Mario games have the word world in them. It'll confuse people, but I kinda sorta like the title. Mario Maker for Switch comes with a stylus, Mother 3 comes to the 3DS in a remake entitled Mother 3D, Mortal Kombat X, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Fallout 76 come to Switch, Star Fox Racing, Mega Man 11, and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And Jesus, there's more. Final Fantasy 7 and Cuphead are coming to Switch? It's pretty obvious this was a bunch of serpent grease. Firstly, this Direct landed on July 22nd, Sunday. Normally, Nintendo Directs here in the West land in the middle of the week to make it easier for websites to report on the news. Secondly, this list is just too much. Has this leaker even seen a Nintendo Direct? Seriously, this is non-stop big new game reveal after big new game reveal. There's no time to breathe here with like a spotlight on a previously announced indie game or something. We'd be lucky to get two of the things listed. Nintendo would easily spread all these announcements across the year. Also, why would they announce a new Super Mario Bros. Game alongside Mario Maker? The thing is, People don't care, both in terms of those who make a fake leak and those who believe a fake leak. People get excited over anything posted in a list format on 4chan. I can post my grocery list and say I work at Nintendo and somebody will make a YouTube video about it. Well, if so many of these things are easily debunked within seconds, then what makes a good fake leak? Nothing really, most of these are pretty raw. Oh, Legend of Zelda Shard of Nightmare, no way! That was my latest search on WebMD! I mean, we can look at examples like Artsy Omni's Rayman for Smash Bros. Leak, this Nintendo Switch update, or even this Isle Delfino and Mario Odyssey one. And these are all high-effort, high-quality fake leaks, and while they do have inconsistencies, they are rather believable at first, second, or even third glance. They're all well done, to put it lightly. But these are few and far between here in Internet County. Most of the time we're dealing with lists. But I'll be honest, even when most rumors posted online are lame, there's just something magical about a dumb fake leak. Every time a cobbled together Smash Bros. Menu screen or Nintendo Direct list gets slapped onto the web, I enjoy taking a look at them, not because I believe them to be true, but it's fun to see just how bizarre they can get, how real or fake it looks, how well the leaker can make something seem believable. And they can actually get your mind a-racing about games you might want to see in the future, like that rumor about a Diddy Kong Racing 2. The problem with these lists stem from the fact that they have the audacity to claim they're real. Instead of just posting them online and saying, hey guys, I whipped this up real quick in Google Docs, you think it sounds cool? Just take a blurry picture off screen and that'll get people talking. You see, I like looking at these contents right here, you know, the ideas behind these rumors. The problem is the people who want these things to seem believable think it's believable for people to take pictures like this. A Nintendo Direct in January 2018? I've heard that one before. This list highlights the game Fire Emblem Mutiny, which this title is at least a metric 12 times better than the actual Fire Emblem Switch game's name we got. What is that? Purple and Gold Joy-Cons, Box Boy Collection, which I assume is on the Switch, Bayonetta 2, Yoshi's Pop-Up, Street Fighter, Kirby, Octopath Traveler is renamed Octopath Voyage, Final Fantasy 15, Nier Automata, and Grand Theft Auto 5. Everybody was going nuts for a potential Nintendo Direct in January 2018, and this does a good job of being disappointing enough to be believable. Hey, Final Fantasy 15, Nier Automata, and Grand Theft Auto 5 are all awesome third-party titles for the Switch, but overall this Direct would have been a bit lighter in terms of pure Nintendo games. I'll gladly say, while this isn't the most exciting rumor to me personally, it was definitely one of the more believable ones. Folders! This guy's thinking out of the box! You see, everybody else does a list. This guy does folders, like he's working for Nintendo PR. He has a hard drive full of everything the Direct's got, including WarioWare Amiibo Mania, where WarioWare is spelled with a space in between the words, which isn't how WarioWare is spelled. You smell that? We're in 2015, where people actually took these things seriously. A new Lost in Blue game for 3DS? Well, that's at least bizarre enough to work. Project Steam? Yeah, the game was already named Codename Steam at E3 2014. This is getting less leaky by the leak. A Bayonetta game for 3DS? Yeah, sure. For new 3DS games, this guy decided to name ports of console games new. Alright, that sounds Nintendo-y enough to work. I'll give him that one. Grima's Vengeance? Mario Wii U? Well, this is obviously a pretty packed Direct. This one has its flaws, but I'll give it some slack. Nothing's too out of the ordinary. Outside of words on the internet, fake Nintendo Direct leaks can be so much more. For example, they can be stuff like a screenshot of King K. Rool and the Great Base Stage from Melee being revealed for Smash Bros. In a Direct, or it can be stuff like new Super Mario Bros. U and Mario Kart 8. God, shut up! Splatoon has always been a key victim in fake leaks. Ever since the first game came out, people would not stop doing these Super Mario Sunshine leaks. Looky here, tap a Mario amiibo in Splatoon and you can play as Mario. Apparently, but why is there a random Splatoon screenshot here? Is it a separate mode where you have to clean up the ink as Mario? This diagram raises more questions than answers. If you're not into Mario Sunshine in Splatoon, we can always dabble in the Sonic franchise. Logo mock-ups appearing off screen just blurry enough for everybody to excuse the shittiness appear every now and then. Wario Land Awazon's Treasure, Awazon being the location from the Virtual Boy Wario Land game. Not a terrible leak, but then we have a remake of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. God, I love effort. Tried and true Nintendo Switch presentation 2017. Not a true Nintendo Direct, but close enough to talk about some fun logos. Apparently, this leak states that the Nintendo Switch console, Breath of the Wild, Splatoon, Mario Kart, Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and Super Mario Universe will all launch on March 17th, 2017. I will give this leak credit that the logos look nice, not necessarily the most professional in the world, but good enough. However, the title Super Mario Universe is the most overused name any fan suggests for an upcoming Mario game. Also, What the hell do I call this Mario Kart game? Mario Kart 8 Switch? Mario Kart Infinity Switch? Is the 8 on its side just an aesthetic thing now? And is it just Mario Kart Switch? That's the first no-no of any logo design, if it's confusing to even understand what the title is. Also, just my opinion, but if Kelly and Marie were both revealed as Smash Bros. Characters and they both have the same stay fresh following their names, wouldn't it make more sense to show them in the same screen rather than separate, like Callie and Marie stay fresh? The mock-ups look cool, it's just believable. Yeah, right. You ever get home and you're like, I know what I'm doing tonight, red Times New Roman font. A new Nintendo 2DS Regular Edition. That's one way to run a business. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Edition. For what? Yeah, this is gonna be a critique from me. If I had to describe Smash Bros. In 8 words or less, I'd say it's random matches with some characters and mechanics, which according to this here leak is how Nintendo describes their own video game on an E3 showroom instruction list. Obviously, this list would be for people demonstrating the games at E3, so why are the descriptions written as if it's a leaker on 4chan describing what's going to be shown at E3? Huh. Nintendo Direct rumors will always be f***ing stupid, but I'd be lying if I say I don't get a kick out of taking a look at them. Not believing them, god no, let me set that straight right now. I see way too many people freak out about a random 4chan post about an upcoming Nintendo Direct, and man, if it doesn't have credibility, don't give it the time of day. Don't believe stuff immediately, you'll just set yourself up for disappointment. To all you real leakers out there, make sure you pump the brakes, man. Some teases can be alright, but you really ruin a lot of surprises. To all you fake leakers out there, put some more effort into your list, make them seem more believable. Wait, this one says confidential on it, never mind. And that is how a leak is critiqued, and while I do think most leaks are dumb, what can I say? I love looking at these things. I actually would really like to see how a lot of these leaked Nintendo Direct lists were made.